Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this lecture, I will teach you about JavaScript Let keyword here. So what is Let? Let it is a modern way to declare variables in JavaScript. You can think of Let as a safer and smarter version of the older work keyword. So now, here in the modern JavaScript, whenever you try to declare a variable, you need to always use the let keyword. Okay, it is introduced in ES6, ECMAScript 6, 2015. So let me here we will explain it with example. Okay, here let has a block is scope. Okay, that is here. What is the means of block scope? Here, if you create a variable inside a curly braces, okay, you can only use it inside that blocks. Otherwise, it is caused in the issue. Let me try to check it here. Here we have example. Okay. So here I have told you here if you create a variable here if you create a variable inside the parent basically curly braces here a block, you can only use it inside that block. So here let here this is your curly braces inside let here we will use in the let keyword for declaring a variable let x it is equal to 10. Then here we will console.log. It is work here inside parenthesis it is console.log x. Okay, so it is work here inside this block, this curly braces. So in this block here you can print console.log it is x, basically it's values. So let me try to here it is node and your file name. What is your file name? Mind-script underscore script underscore 7. Then check it what you get here. Okay, let me first clear this. Then you see your result. It is 10. It is 10. Okay. So you can only use your let keyword here, basically this x value inside it. But if you try to access this x values outside this block, okay, then it will be give you here that is x is not defined outside the block. Let me try to access console.log inside it put it, so it will be give you the error that is x it is not defined. Whenever you use here it is a block scope, this is let has a block scope. So if you try to access your variable this is x outside this block, okay, this curly braces, this is a block here, and you say I want to access this x here variable outside this block, this parenthesis. So that's why it's caused the issue. Let me try to print. Then you see x is not defined. Got it? So here you can easily understand. Let has a block scope. That means if you create a variable inside a block, this is a parenthesis, then you can only use it inside that block here, that variable. This x you have to use only in this block, not outside it. It calls this like x it is not defined. Let me comment then here. Let me check it in correct example. Let me try to comment. This is it is why it is not working. Maybe so with your maybe so with my mouse. Okay, let me try to manually just comment with one by one. And then also you have to comment. And then let me here we will check it here in correct example. So I have already told you here this is your block scope. Inside it here we have to define a variable using the let keyword. Let it is a name. It is equal to Alice. Then here if you try to access here console.log name outside it you see here you see Basically, this name it is not declared. Let me try to. Here you have to execute, and then you got in this one. Name is not defined. Okay, so this is incorrect example for let pivot. Then we will move ahead here. So don't worry about this source code. We will provide you. It is totally free. Then here next, before ECMAX script like ES6 2015, only function created their own scope. Now let and const also block level scopings. Okay. Then here I think this is same line two times. So let me remove this. The next topic about where has the global scope. Even if you write where inside curly braces, it behave it is like global. You can access these variables using where keyword anywhere in your applications. So let me here we have the example. Let's check it here. Inside parentheses, here we will define where. This is a older way to defining a variable inside JavaScript. But after ES6, it is in basically JavaScript and introduced two new keyword that is let and const keyword so that you will easily define your variables. And then here we will let me console.log. You can access your work keyword variable anywhere. It is a global levels console.log. You can print your variable. That is why this is now it is correct. Here you can access basically you see where has a global scope. Even if you write where inside curly braces, this is your block, then it behave like it is a global. You can access anywhere. But here in when you try to use let keyword and then it called this one. Let me try to execute. Then you see here it's value it is 20. Right. So now let me will move ahead and try to check it here. Next topic 3. Let cannot be redeclared in the same scope. You cannot declare the same let variable name again in the same block. So let me first here we will comment on this. Here's my mouse. It is not working. So let me comment just manually one by one. This one here. After that, this is here. Next topic. Let cannot be redeclared in the same scope. So let me we will explain within the examples. Okay. Let here if you define a variable let x it is equal to Bob. This is Bob. Then if you again try to declare x it is equal to 25. So you see the like identifier x has already been declared. You see let here x it is equal to 20. This is you see this one. It calls this one. Here cannot redeclare block scope variable x. Got it? You cannot declare the same let variable name again in the same block. So you see this x variable here. You cannot redeclare same let variables. So here if you write x, then here you should write y. If you write same, it calls this one. So keep in mind, let cannot be redeclared in the same scope. Then also we will comment here we have your next. Okay. Another you will see the correct example. Here how you can declare this one. Here you can reassign it, just not redeclare. Basically you can reassign new value, which is fine. Let x it is equal to inside string of. And then here you can assign the new value here, not comma, but here you can redeclare. Okay, basically reassign the values. Reassign. Okay, here you see in this variable I am assigning the new values, but here I am declaring the same value using the let keyword. So that's why it's caused the issue, because x has already been declared. So that's why it caused the issue. But it is a correct example. You can reassign value. It is correct. You can reassign the value to the x here. It is correct, but you cannot redeclare your identifier this X variables. Got it? I hope you got. Okay. Keep in mind this. It is a very important thing. It is mostly asked in interview questions in JavaScript interview. Then here you can redeclare with number. So here, whoever does not complain when you declare it again, even by the mistakes. So let me take an example here. Here you can redeclare same variable at over. It is its value, like suppose 20. And then here you can redeclare its value. It is 30. Then you say here it is nothing. Okay. Here you have no any problems. Okay, it is no here, but it is risky, kind of risky thing. But you see what you get in the result. You got in the result 30. Let me sign it here. Then here you have to print your identify your variables. Let me try to execute that files. You see 30. Okay, its same value, it is 30. Now it is fine. So let me again, we will just comment here our keyword. Then we have to go ahead. The next topic is here. Let's solve the redeclaration problem inside block. Here we will explain with the var example and then let keyword. So let me first here with the var keyword you will see here. Basically redeclaration problem inside block. Here we will use the var keyword. Suppose it is x, it is equal to its value 10, and then inside it here var x it is equal to 2. Then here here you have to write the console.log. Then tell me what you get in the result inside block x, and okay, so write it here, comma, then it is x. Then similarly here you have to write here console.log, here outside block x, that is x. So inside it here, inside x you got it here x keyword, basically it's value 2, but outside it you got it value 10. Then let me execute net files. So let me execute here. Inside it here, inside x here, what you get the value is x, it is 2, and here outside box it is also 2. Okay. So here, let me just here to execute. Then you see inside block it is x value 2. Then outside block here its value is 2. Got it? Then here. So okay, so this is the problem, guys. Okay, but with the help of let keyword you can fix this issue here. So you here example with let, and you have to fix this issue. Here you have to inside block here. Here you will only set the x value is 2 and outside its value is 10. So that's why here it is solve the redeclaration problem inside block using let keyword, let x 10, and then inside it block let x is equal to 2. Here console.log, here inside block x, that is x, and then outside it here console.log, outside block x, and that is x. So tell me what you get in the result. Inside it you got it here value 2, then outside you got it value 10, here outside it here. So let me check it here, guys. Then here you can just execute. Then you say inside block x value 2, outside your block x value is 10. So, okay, so this is let keyword fix this issue. Let's solve the redeclaration problem inside the block. Now next topic is redeclaring in different block. It is allowed here. You can use the same variable name in different block. It is here block safely. So how you can do that here? Let here we will use the multiple blocks, and inside here we will define basically use the same identifier, but it is allowed because here we will use the let keyword. If you use the word keyword, then okay, basically word keyword not causing any issue, but it is risky. So for the safety, you have to always prefer let keyword whenever you try to declare variables in JS. Let x it is equal to 1. Then inside here let x value 2. Here I know you cause the issue because here we will not comment. You need to comment here. Also this is here. Now fine then. Here. This is let x. Let inside it here we will also console.log. Console.log. Then inside it here you have to write inside block x and just write here star just for the understanding purpose, like its value it is 2. Let formatting document here next. Let we will create another variable. Basically block let x it is equal to 3. It is also allowed here because this let keyword has the block scope. So this x has the value. Basically it's the scope inside only this block, not outside it. Then here at console.log here in inside another another block x. Okay, here you will check its value. What you get it here? It is 3. Then outside it here console.log here and check its value. It is outside block x. Then here its value. So tell me what you got in the result here. It will also comment here. This is your block. Then here. Okay. Let me try here. So I'm to tell you. Inside this block you got here value x. Here it's here x star. Here it's value 2. Then here x. Its value is 3. Then outside block it is x value. It is 1. Here x1. So let me just execute it once. Then you see inside block x star 2. Then x star star it is 3. Then x value is 1. Here outside it, here this x value you have to only access here outside block x because this x variable here its scope it is outside this block, this two block. Here this x you can access anywhere it's below. Okay, then we will move to the next example. Let hosting kind of not, but not really. So here you have to first okay, just leave as it is. I think we will take another example. Here both were in let or hosted, but there is a big difference. Let me here we will use the word keyword. Here let me try to with work keyword. Okay, work keyword it is hosted. The let keyword with the help of you can, then also with the let keyword you can use create in the variable it is hosted. So can you use before declared? With the help of work keyword you can use value undefined, but inside let it is no. You got in the reference here. Basically it may yes. Very simple example. Here right in here corner. It is a Volvo. It is a Volvos. And then here it is over. Now here you have to declare your variable car. It is a car corner. Okay. So it is fine. You can do that with this one here. And then here if you console.log here if you print car name, then check it here car name. So what you get here result here you see here using the work keyword it is hosting. Basically here you have to like define this way, but you know here this says you can basically JavaScript basically this identifier put on the top here, like work car name. Then we have assigned value car name, it's Volvo. So let me check it here, your example. Let me say this. Then you see its value car name, it is Volvo. Got it? But if you try to example with let keyword, you got it error. Okay, it is hosted, but you got the error reference error. Let core core name to just I want to rename it. Use another variable. Otherwise it causes this one. BMW. Then you try let let car let car name one. Mhm. Then you say basically VS Code automatically detect the issue here. And what cannot really declare block is scope variable car name one. Right? So you let variable exist in the temporal dead zone. You cannot use them until they are declared. So here the logic is first it is hosted, but you have to first you have to declare your identifier. Okay, then you have to assign the values inside this variable. Okay, identifier. So it is wrong here. You have to first here let core name put on the top, then here you have to remove let keyword and then core name it is equal to BMW, so it is fine. Okay, both were under let are state. Okay, but there is a big difference here. It causes the issue error, that is the reference error. Okay, so what is good to use here inside it here? Here use let when the value may changes. When you want to change your identifier value, then you have to use let keyword. And when you use const, when the value should never changes, like 5, then you don't use to declare a variable with let keyword. It causes this. It is old, confusing, and can cause the bug as well as browser support. Here, all modern browsers, Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari support let keyword. Then here, not supported in Internet Explorer. In short, it is very simple. Use let when you need to change the value of a variable. Use const when you don't want to change it. And forget where it is old and messy. So I recommend you have to always use in the let keyword as much as possible and const keyword here when you don't want to change the value. Here, you have to forget this word keyword. Got it? So here we successfully completed this lectures. In the next lecture, we will talk like JavaScript const keyword. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next lecture.